Welcome, clarinet players. It is so good to be able to work with you guys. I know this is a pre-recorded video, but I couldn't wait to send it out. We've got a really cool game for our video lesson today. I hope that you're getting adjusted and acclimated to potentially a new schedule, maybe a new teacher. You might be in the building, or you might still be Upola, but I hope that you've been having a great week and that things are going smoothly for you. Why don't we go ahead and grab our clarinets and go ahead and get them set up. Starting with the bass or the bell, we hook the bell into the next thick part. You'll know you have the right piece because it has a thicker attachment that will fix onto the bell. If I grab the wrong piece of the clarinet, it's not going to attach. It's going to be too loose and the bell won't stay put. So that's how you know you've grabbed the wrong piece. The piece you want is the one that only has cork on one end. You'll notice that this piece that attaches to the bell only has cork on one end. The other piece has cork on both ends. So that's the little trick to know if you've got the right piece when you're starting with putting together your instrument. When you put two pieces together, just to review, you gently hold the piece with the buttons. You don't want to squeeze it to bend the buttons or break the buttons, just gently hold it, and then you'll just want to twist as you push it together. That twisting motion helps both the pieces to slide across the cork right into place. That way you don't have to force it and potentially bend or break a key. Now I can grab the other piece, which has cork at both ends, and I want to make sure that I attach it with the bridge keys going together. So again, the bridge keys are those metal keys. You can see how this key here sticks out over the cork. That's my bridge key. And that key should cover my other bridge key, which sticks out on the other side. So again, I'm going to loosely grip each side, wiggle the two pieces together. Remember, wiggle side to side until it settles in. And then I should have those two bridge keys covering, and they should be just lined up. Next, I go ahead and grab the barrel of the instrument, and that just slides on top. So I'm going to wiggle it back and forth. And oh, I just made a rookie mistake. When I was wiggling the barrel, I held my instrument from way down here. So when I wiggled back and forth, my bridge keys came out of alignment. So make sure that when you're attaching other pieces of the clarinet, you hold right next door to each other. Put both hands right close together and then wiggle back and forth to get the two pieces nice and snug. Lastly, I've got the mouthpiece. So I can take off the mouthpiece cap if your instrument has one. Not every instrument does. And then I'm going to want to put the mouthpiece on. For this part, I may want to remove the ligature. The ligature is that metal piece. That way I can get a nice solid grip on the mouthpiece to wiggle it back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. If I leave the ligature on there, there's a chance I might bend it or it might just slide around. So I usually remove the ligature when I add the mouthpiece, especially because I'm going to have to then add the reed. Now the reed vibrates best and it produces the best sound when it's a little bit wet. So while you're putting these bottom pieces together, it's a good habit to get into placing that reed right on your tongue to get it a little bit moist so it creates the best sound when you put it on there. All right, when I line up the reed, make sure that the curved top of the reed, the curved upper edge of the reed is lined up with the curved upper edge of the mouthpiece. So I lay the flat part of the reed, not the curved part where you can see that bamboo piece, but the flat part that says Rico. I place that flat part against the flat part of the mouthpiece. Now I can drop the ligature on top, and the ligature does go on a special way. It's kind of concave, so I know that the ligature fits on this way. If I try to put the ligature upside down, it's not going to fit. It's not going to go on. So if your ligature is really stuck, you might just have it upside down. I want to stick it back on there like that. The screws go over the wooden part of the reed facing towards you. So if I'm looking at this reed, I've got the upper edge lined up with the, oops, you can't even see that. I've got the upper edge lined up with the upper edge of the mouthpiece, and I've got the screws right on top of the reed, and I can just turn them until they stop turning. Turn each screw until it's snug. You don't want to force it and keep twisting that shut because we don't want to damage the reed. Instruments are very gentle, if you haven't learned that by now. We need to treat them with care. All right, Now that we've got our clarinet set up, let's go ahead and review our first 3 notes, get a good sound out of each one. Then we're going to play a game which you might have played before, but we're going to put it into our clarinet, so I'm sure that's new for you. Our first note that we learned is E. E has 1 finger on the front and your thumb hole covered on the back. So as long as you press firmly so the entire hole is covered, roll your bottom lip up over your bottom teeth, bite down on top, and seal your lips. Let's create an E sound. Go ahead and match your E sound to mine. Ready, play. Nice job. Let's switch to D with 2 fingers. This note should sound lower because we have more holes covered. And third, let's play our note C with 3 fingers. Oh. Excellent. We're going to play a little clarinet game. If you've ever played the game Simon, Simon is a game you can buy at the toy store. It's like a little circle and it's got 4 colors on it. And when a color lights up, you press that color. Then the second time, 2 colors light up in succession and you have to press those 2 colors. Then 3 colors light up and you have to press 1, 2, then 3, and then 4, and then 5, and it tests your memory. So by the end, there's like a sequence of 10 colors that will light up in a row, and you have to remember those 10 colors and press those 10 colors. We're going to do something similar with clarinet today. We're going to play band Simon. I'm going to play a note, and then I want you to echo it back. Then I'm going to play that same note, but I'm going to add another one, and you echo it back. Then I'm going to play those same 2 notes, but I will add a third. And each time you echo it back, I'm going to keep adding and adding a note until I get up to 7 notes. So we're going to be testing your memory today during this lesson to test and see how many notes you can remember. My first note is E. First finger E. My turn first. Your turn. Great job. This time I'm going to play E, but I'm going to add a second note. Watch my fingers and listen carefully to know what that second note might be. That was E, D. Your turn. Great job. Watch my fingers and listen carefully because I'm going to play E, then D, but I'm going to add a third note. Your turn. Nice job. That was E, D, C. This time I'm going to add a 4th note. My turn. Your turn. Nice job. That was E, D, C, C. This time, I'm going to add a 5th note. Here we go. My turn first. Your turn. Excellent job. Are you able to keep up and remember what those notes were? That one was E, D, C, C, D. I'm going to go ahead and add another note to our pattern. My turn. Go ahead, your turn. Nice job. If you were able to remember all those notes, that was great. I have one more. I'm going to add a 7th note to make a 7th note pattern. Here we go. Your turn. Excellent job. If you were able to remember all 7 of those notes, E, D, C, C, D, E, C, then you are a memory master. Great job. If you weren't able to memorize all those and play them back, that is okay. That is okay. My memory is not quite that good either. I wonder if maybe once we get back into the building, maybe one of you guys should lead this and we'll have everyone else to play along. All right, I'm going to do one more. We're going to play one more round. I'm going to start with 1 note, and I'm going to go all the way up to 7 notes. My turn first. Your turn. That's right, our same starting note from before. This time I'm going to add a 2nd note. Your turn. Good, that was E, E. This time I'm going to add a 3rd note. Your turn. Great job. Those 3 notes were E, E, D. This time I'm going to add a 4th note. My turn. Your turn. Great job. That was E, E, D, D. This time, I'm going to add a 5th note. Your turn. Great job. That was E, E, D, D, C. Here's a 6th note. Your turn. Awesome job. Let's do our last one. 7 notes. Your turn. Excellent job, you guys. That last one with the 7 notes was E, E, D, D, C, D, C. Great job. That is called Band Simon because it's based off of that circle game with the colors Simon. I'm not even sure if they make that anymore. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, then you can Google it sometime after our lesson. All right, what I would like to do is take a look from our music books. This last part of the lesson is only going to be a few minutes, so it's just about done. All I'm going to do is I'm going to play through number 18 through 22. That includes Hot Cross Buns, which is our orange belt song. And then I will also introduce two new notes, F and G. These two notes are higher notes. I'm going to start with number 18, Hot Cross Buns. If you haven't looked at this one yet, then you may want to take a few days to practice it because I'm just going to play it straight through. I'm not going to take a whole lot of time to explain it today. 1, 2, ready, go. Here's number 19. 19 introduces our new note, F. In order to play F, you keep your thumb down, but you lift all other fingers. So you're going to have to balance your clarinet on your thumb rest, down on your right thumb, on your left thumb, on the thumb hole, and on your mouthpiece, because I'm only touching it with those three fingers, thumb, bottom thumb, top thumb, and mouthpiece. I don't press any fingers on the front of the instrument. Here's number 19. We are all going to skip number 20. So grab a pencil and put an X on number 20. We are skipping that song. I'm going to go straight to number 21, which introduces our new note, G. In order to play G, we have 0 fingers on the entire instrument. That means we're not pressing any fingers on the front, and this is our very first note where we lift our thumb off the back. That means we're holding the instrument with our right thumb down on the thumb rest and with the mouthpiece. It's almost like a mini balancing act, so be careful when you're playing your note G. Here's number 21. 1, 2, ready, go. And lastly, number 22, scaling new heights. If these ones are challenging for you, that's okay. We will practice them at our next music lesson. Here's number 22, scaling new heights. 1, 2, ready, go. Excellent job, you guys. Feel free to send me a recording of your next belt song. Our white belt song is number 11, 3Z Does It. If you have not sent me a recording of number 11 yet to earn your white belt, you can go ahead and do that this week. If you've already sent me 3Z Does It, then you can go ahead and send me number 14, Duet Do It. You only have to play line A of number 14, and that will earn you your yellow belt. Our orange belt then is number 18, Hot Cross Buns. Some of you have already earned your orange belt, and that's great. But if number 18 is a little bit challenging, keep practicing. Remember, take your time. Half notes are worth 2 beats, so count in your head, 1, 2, and tap your foot, 1, 2. The whole notes are worth 4 beats, so you tap your foot 4 times. Quarter notes are only worth 1 beat. So if you want to hear how this song sounds again, rewind the video by about a minute or 2 and watch and follow along with your eyes in the music as I play it on my instrument. I will be sending out a new lesson schedule this week, and I cannot wait to jump back in with you guys. Have a great week.